What's up, everyone? NanMan here with some Amulet Titan versus Mono Black Scam. Now, it has been a little bit since we have seen some Mono Black Scam, some Amulet Titan versus each other. So let's start things off with an immediate disruptive play with our Inquisition. Now, it's basically seeing a grip full of lands, but the lands that we're seeing are great utility and powerful lands. So it's like, yeah, okay. I can see that.
Go ahead.
All right, here's a Valka pass. So yeah, we've got this will be interesting. We keep referring to it as Mono Black Scam. It's a scam 8-rack hybrid. We've talked about it before. She's been curating this list for a little bit and found a nice little sweet spot to be in with it. So we'll see how things work out. You, of course, got access to the rack, got access to, griefs and not dead after all. So we'll see. Amulet on the other side, of course, is, Amulet Titan. We do have some new cards in there from Modern Horizons 3, but it's still, hey, what else you got? Here's a grief. Nothing. Well, all right. I still want to be able to have a not dead after all, so I get access to, more threats. And we get this cool interaction here. I'm going to sacrifice this grief with the Phyrexian Tower to be able to generate 2 mana before it's going to die to the evoke trigger, and I get to make a construct off of our Urza Saga. And boom, there's the Boseiju on the Urza Saga. Amulet is out. Things are just, very swingy right now in these early stages as players are trying to assemble and set stuff up. Getting threats out is very important for the scam list, so that's kind of why, hey, let's try to close out the game this way. A Mistress Factory. There's a Wrench Mine in hand. I don't mind that.
Before damage, I'll animate this to make 6.
Let's push a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, I don't know. I like the wrench. I mean, you look at the hand, you go, okay, what do they discard? Right, 2 lands. Yeah, but the deck also cares a lot about lands, and it forces them to most likely get rid of the bounce lands. Wow, the One Ring. So I guess, as cards go, Wrench Mine isn't really impactful in this matchup, since you are going to be discarding lands the whole time. But I don't know. I feel like just utilizing your stuff, especially because there's a Thoughtseize now in hand. Let's keep going. The One Ring, is this going to be the turning point? Is this where things just set up and we are able to kind of get away with things? Like, the One Ring is so good. We keep seeing it on the channel because just how powerful it is in Modern, just how much it is able to stabilize and turn the tide in matchups. Like that full stop, halt. Hey, that's cute that you're trying to kill me right now, but now you can't attack me, or you can't do damage to me. You can attack me if you want, but you can't do damage to me, so how will you respond? How are you going to do things? Untappies. There's a map, so we can go find additional lands. And now we're left with 3 lands, 3 unknown cards. So, this is, how many cards in hand? 6. All right. Make another construct using our swamps. Tapping this. Animation. There's a big swing. 10 damage, dropping our opponent to 3. Now, normally the list cares about doing these sort of big pressure pushes and utilizing the rack and things like that to be able to come back and finish off the game, close out the game. With facing down the One Ring, it's a little bit tougher because, we get our opponent drawing so many cards, they're just going to have to take damage off the one ring, not the rack. And in this case, it worked out pretty well that, you know, oh, lose 2 life, go to 1. Amulet player, though, has double amulets in play.
Do I die or do you die?
You'll die.
No.
Our scam player is like, do I die or do you die? And the amulet's like, you die. Here's my 3rd amulet. Every bounce land's essentially worth 6 mana now.
Attempt the pact.
Would like to play this pact.
Tapped out, right?
So you tapped out? This is good. All right, let's win. Let's go find our big old primeval titan here to get additional lands. Now, this is going to be one of those situations that you sit here and you go, okay, was there anything that I could have done
Tap for 1 blue.
to have
Play a land for turn.
helped myself and stop them? Because they got to 1. Was there anything I missed? So we say, okay, we got 1 blue mana. I've got 6 floating here.
Leave 1 red behind.
Leave 1 red behind
Attempt to cast Titan. Titan
instead of the 1 blue. We'll do the prime time. Go get 2 more lands. That's the hand right there. That's the battlefield. 1 red floating still. Mirror pool. Hey, what if we had 2 copies of prime time? What do you think about that?
Make 6. Make 2 waste. Untap the 3rd time.
Make 2 waste. Untap a 3rd time.
Use
So we
2
got
waste.
2 waste.
2 green and 2 blue.
2 green, 2 blue. We're gonna make a copy.
So I'll go down to 4.
Need 5 mana to do this.
Or I'll go down to 3, I'm sorry. Attempt to sack mirror pool targeting Titan, make a copy.
You have a copy of Titans. Now there's 2 of them.
So you have 3 titans.
Yeah, second ATB trigger.
Let's get 2 more lands. Titan is such a scary deck for its ability to just kill you out of nowhere. It can be so explosive. It can win on turn 2. It could do stuff like this where you're at 1 life and you're like, yeah, I've found the lines. I can navigate this way, and I'll be able to make this work and kill off my opponent here out of nowhere, essentially. Where they just go, oh yeah, I top deck this Summoner's Pack, and so I just win now. Or oh, I've got 3 of my amulets, so we're fine. But these cores going to be able to give our creatures haste, allow us to get 4 more lands. So here's I'm swinging for 12. Trigger. I'm going to get 4 lands. There just so happens to be a Valakut out. We don't have a creature to turn those lands into mountains at the moment, though. The Dryad of Elysium Grove, but what are we going to be getting here? I guess we just find lands and do some bounce stuff. Like, we have the ability to tutor for that, which is, we're swinging for 12. They're trample. We can block 1 of it. We take 10, go to 9.
Vesuva enters a copy of Valakut.
Okay, Vesuva will enter as a copy of Valakut. Here's some bounce lands. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like navigating the lines of what lands do I prioritize here to close out the game. Yeah, so here's another Tolaria West. Remember, Tolaria West is there as a way to do some tutoring.
So I'll take 10. Go to 9.
10, go to 9.
Time to transmute Tolaria West.
Yeah, there's the transmute of Tolaria West. Pay 3, search for a 0 cost. We're going to go find another Summoner's Pact. We're going to go use that to go probably find the Dryad of Elysium Grove. Yeah, there's the Dryad. Here's a tap 3.
Cast Dryad.
Cast Dryad.
Dryad's additional land drop.
Yep.
3 Valakut trigger sheet.
Here's my 3 Valakut triggers because the Vesuva makes the 3rd one. So 3, 6, 9.
Vesuva's a copy.
Pew, pew, pew.
Honestly, I forgot those lands were in play. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, I was just trying to.
And so I forgot those lands were in play.
Good.
Yep. There. I mean, it's like there's so much real estate with lands there. The deck runs a lot, so that makes sense. Especially when you're being nice and playing revealed and being like, well, here are the lands in my hand, but I've used these lands. I don't need them right now. I'm just gonna set them aside over this way. So yeah, it happens. Oh yeah. Did you guys catch a glimpse of that little summoner's summer bloom there? Because guess what? It's no ban list. Really, a lot of players are just like, hey, what if I just play this? I know a lot of people were going into it and going, oh, what? What do you mean that it's no ban list? Where's the Hogak? Where's the, Eldrazi winter decks? Where's the most powerful stuff? Yeah, that's true. But a lot of people did not want to bring those. We got to see some Affinity. We've got to see a lot of Twin. But now we're in this side of things. So
Good.
Shadow Spear to start things out.
Valakut, go ahead.
Valakut pass. So no Grief to start with, no Thoughtseize to start with, but
Okay.
fetch, no shocks, just regular old fetchies. There's the swamp. Here's the Thoughtseize. So there's the Chrome Mox. So we talked about no ban list. We're finally seeing some no ban list action here. Imprint. We get to, of course, remove a non-artifact card. We get to add black. It's a Mox Opal, but you have to exile something to be able to do and doesn't care about Metalcraft. I don't know. Zero cost mana dork stuff. Make some constructs. Make some constructs. We're gonna put the pressure on. Now the Chrome Mox does help with us being able to utilize and find or utilize the affinity aspect of the constructs getting +1/+1 for each artifact. So here's the rack. Again, we've talked about how it doesn't really work as well against an Amulet Titan player, but still push for damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's 5.
1. Yep. There we go. Bam.
Land for turn.
Land. There's 3 mana. So what do we got? A Dryad here.
Dryad.
Yep. There's a Dryad. Additional land drop is going to be what? Play another bounce land. Return our colorless haster there. Yeah. There we go.
Go ahead.
End step fetchies.
It's fine.
All right, the counter indicating that there are 2 constructs, not that it has 2 power.
Land.
Okay.
Land for turn.
I'm bringing it back. I'm sorry. Equip Shadow Spear.
Okay.
Equipping Shadow Spear to this one.
Bowmaster's pinging you for 1.
Bowmaster for 1.
Sorry.
Still 5, essentially 6 damage. 5/5 and a 6/6. That's 11. Because we're not going to try to block here. Hope probably because we probably need the Dryad to kind of help us. We need the extra land drop. It's just it's a risky spot to be in.
Swing 11.
Yeah, there's the 11. This of course is trample
If I have
and
3 or
lifelink.
less.
3 less.
And the rack cares if your opponent has 3 or less. Double checking, confirming.
I'll take it.
Sounds good. I will pass the turn.
All right. I mean, last time Amulet player won with 1 life. Can they win with 3 life? Let's see. Do we just play another 1 ring and be able to, like, be okay? So land for turn, we, of course, have an additional land drop available to us. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh, I also gained 6.
Oh, yeah. They also gained 6. Bam. 25. Anybody catch that in the comments? The life link off there? Additional land. Otawara. Let's see. So we have 4, 5, 6 mana. We could play a Titan.
How big is that?
That is a 6/6.
It says, how big is that? 6/6. Technically 5/5, 6/6 off of the Shadow Spear helping it out there.
And 5/5. 6/6 tranquil 5/5. No.
All right, let's see. Let's math it out here. Double checking the power and toughness.
I'm gonna have X equal 4.
Ooh, X equals 4.
Um,
What does that do again?
deals X damage to any target.
So we're doing
X land cards.
X for 4. So dealing 4 damage to any target and putting up to 4 lands from our hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. So let's shoot the one with Shadow Spear for 4.
Part. 1, 2, 3. Valakut triggers 3 times.
Valakut triggers 3 times. Shoot that once. That dies.
How big is that now?
That is a 4/4.
3/3? 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4/4. So you'd have to shoot it twice with the other 2 Valakut triggers.
Yeah.
All the constructs
I
are
will
dead.
have
Now we get the
Send
bounce.
you back to my-
Seiju comes back. All right, well, that was a good stabilization. Still have cards in our hand, so we're not worried about the rack at the moment. Grief, though, let's get the information.
No,
All right,
hold
so
on.
we've got...
Summoners back. Take the summoners back. Take the Titan. Yes.
All right, so there's a Summoner's Pack and another Dryad in hand and the Beseiju. So you go, all right, sweet. Okay, Grief worked out great. Hard cast that. Let's push for damage. Take 1, go to 2.
I will pass the turn. Cards in hand. Take 1.
2 cards in hand. Go. All right, hey, we're back to 1.
Summoner's Pack.
Oh my gosh, they top decked the Summoner's Pack. Hey, so they just it's over now, right? They just win.
Cards in hand.
1.
1 card in hand. Here's the Amulet, Titan. Hardcast Amulet Titan.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6.
5, 6. Let's cast this Titan. We wanted to keep those, of course, so we can give it haste because we don't have the Amulet out, so we have to kind of jump through a little bit more hoops.
Suva enters a copy of Valakut.
The Suva is a copy of Valakut. So we're going to be getting more triggers each time. And here's another Valakut.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god. 3 Valakuts. Don't forget they're mountains.
Times 3 is 27.
9 times 3 is 27.
They all come at the same time?
They come in at the same time.
Kind of bullshit.
They're looking. They go, hey, is this a mountain? Yes. Is this... That counts as 3 damage. There was 3 Valakuts, so that's 9 of them.
Fuck you.
Oh my gosh, 9 times 3, 27. That's what? What? Here's just like 2 games in a row. Amulet wins with 1 life. What a game! What a game! I don't know. That's the thing about Amulet; it could just win out of nowhere, and the reason why it's like feels like it's always going to be good in the meta. But didn't really get to see much of the ban cards other than the Chrome Mox there. But you know, there's more kind of ban action that we'll be showcasing, but at least I got to show you just kind of the power of a Amulet Titan pilot that kind of knows their lines and could win out of nowhere and win from 1 life like that. So that's gonna be one of those where you're kicking yourselves like, did I miss a point of damage somewhere? Could I have killed them? I don't know. Very cool, very exciting stuff. But thanks so much for tuning in and watching, everybody. That's going to do it for this episode. Make sure you're checking out every Monday and Thursday for more modern action over here. But that's going to do it. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you all next game.